Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt a pang of surprise? Seeing someone who seems older than you feel inside, or perhaps you've noticed a little less spring in your step, a fogginess in your mind, or skin that just doesn't bounce back like it used to, and wondered why it's a reality many of us face as we gracefully navigate our later years. And it can be disheartening to feel like time is simply taking its toll, leaving us looking and feeling much older than our chronological age. But what if I told you that some of these changes aren't just an inevitable part of aging? What if certain everyday habits, the ones we barely even think about, are quietly, stealthily, accelerating this process, making us appear and feel significantly older than we truly are? It's true. There are subtle choices we make, day in and day out, that chip away at our vitality, our appearance, and even our mental sharpness. The good news is, once we shine a light on these silent age accelerators, we gain the power to reverse them, to reclaim our youthful energy and glow. In this conversation today, we're going to gently uncover 5 common habits that might be silently making you look and feel older than your years. We'll explore why they're so impactful and, more importantly, what simple, actionable steps you can take to turn things around. Get ready to discover some surprising truths, and make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I have something truly unexpected that I believe will open your eyes and empower you even further. Let's dive right into the first habit that often goes unnoticed, yet has a profound impact on how we look and feel: consistently skimping on quality sleep. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Everyone talks about sleep. I know it's important. And yes, it is. But the subtle ways poor sleep ages us, both inside and out, are far more extensive than many realize. When we don't get enough restorative sleep, typically 7 to 9 hours for most adults, our bodies simply don't have the chance to repair themselves. Think of sleep as your body's nightly maintenance crew. While you're dreaming, your cells are regenerating. Your skin is repairing damage from the day. Your brain is clearing out metabolic waste products that can accumulate and affect cognitive function. And your hormones are rebalancing. Without this crucial repair time, the signs of aging become much more pronounced. Physically, lack of sleep shows up as dull, sallow skin, more visible fine lines and wrinkles, and those undeniable dark circles and puffiness under the eyes. It's not just about looking tired. Chronic sleep deprivation actually impairs your skin's ability to produce collagen, the protein that keeps our skin firm and youthful. So, while you might be investing in expensive creams, if you're not prioritizing sleep, you're essentially fighting an uphill battle. But it's not just your appearance. Internally, chronic sleep deprivation leads to increased inflammation throughout the body, which is a key driver of accelerated aging in every system, from your joints to your brain. It impacts your mood, making you more irritable and less resilient to daily stressors. It dulls your cognitive function, making memory a bit foggier and concentration more challenging. You might find yourself forgetting names, misplacing items more often, or struggling to focus on tasks that used to be easy. And the energy levels, well, they plummet, making you feel sluggish and less motivated to engage in activities you once enjoyed, trapping you in a cycle of fatigue. So, what can we do to turn this around? It's often about establishing a consistent sleep routine. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural circadian rhythm. Create a calming bedtime ritual, perhaps a warm bath, reading a physical book, not on a screen, or listening to soothing music. Make sure your bedroom is a sanctuary, dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime. And try to limit screen time an hour or 2 before you plan to sleep, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's time for sleep. Small, consistent efforts here can truly make a world of difference. Not just in how you look when you wake up, but in how you feel and function throughout your entire day. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, ready to tackle the day with energy and mental clarity. That's the power of good sleep. Now, let's smoothly move on to our second habit, one that's incredibly common and often overlooked, yet dramatically affects our vitality. Skin and overall health: chronic dehydration. You might think you're drinking enough water, but many of us are subtly dehydrated without even realizing it. Our bodies are made up of roughly 60% water, and every single cell, tissue, and organ depends on water to function properly. When we don't consume enough fluids, especially as we age, and our sensation of thirst can diminish, the effects are far-reaching and unmistakably contribute to looking and feeling older. On the outside, dehydration directly impacts your skin's elasticity and plumpness. Think of a grape versus a raisin. A bit of an extreme example, but it illustrates the point. When your skin cells are not adequately hydrated, they lose their plumpness, leading to more pronounced fine lines and wrinkles, and a dull, dry, and less radiant complexion. Your skin can appear flaky, itchy, and simply less vibrant. You might also notice that your lips feel perpetually dry, and your eyes can feel gritty or tired. But the visible signs are just the tip of the iceberg. Internally, chronic dehydration affects nearly every bodily process. Your digestion can slow down, leading to constipation and a feeling of sluggishness. Your joints, which rely on lubricating fluid, can feel stiffer and a cheer. Your energy levels dip significantly because water is crucial for transporting nutrients and oxygen to your cells, and for converting food into energy. You might feel fatigued even after a full night's sleep. And crucially for our brain, even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function, leading to difficulty concentrating, memory lapses, and a general feeling of mental fog. It's astonishing how a simple lack of water can make you feel mentally and physically exhausted, making you move slower, think slower, and ultimately, feel much older than you are. The good news is that hydrating properly is one of the simplest and most effective ways to rejuvenate yourself. The general recommendation is to aim for around 8 glasses of water a day, but this can vary depending on your activity level, climate, and individual needs. A good rule of thumb is to check the color of your urine. If it's consistently dark yellow, you're likely not drinking enough. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. By then, you're already mildly dehydrated. Keep a water bottle handy throughout the day as a visual reminder. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a few berries to your water for a hint of flavor if plain water isn't appealing. Incorporate water-rich foods into your diet, like fruits and vegetables such as watermelon, cucumber, oranges, and leafy greens. Sip water throughout the day rather than chugging large amounts at once, which your body can't absorb as efficiently. Even small, consistent efforts to increase your water intake can lead to remarkable improvements in your skin's appearance, your energy levels, your digestion, and your overall sense of well-being. It's like giving your entire system a fresh, internal bath. It truly is one of the most powerful and accessible anti-aging elixirs available. Now that we've talked about the quiet impacts of poor sleep and chronic dehydration on how we look and feel, let's continue our journey into habits that might be subtly accelerating the aging process. The next one is crucial for maintaining strength, agility, and a youthful physique. Our third silent age accelerator is a combination of two very common issues: neglecting strength training and, more broadly, leading a largely sedentary lifestyle. It's a habit that silently erodes our physical resilience and energy, making us feel and move like we're older than our years. As we age, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process known as sarcopenia. After the age of 30, we can lose anywhere from 3% to 8% of our muscle mass per decade, and this rate accelerates after 60. Now, if you're not actively working to maintain or rebuild that muscle through strength training, this loss becomes significant, impacting everything from your metabolism to your balance. When you lose muscle, you also lose strength, which means everyday tasks that used to be easy, carrying groceries, getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, start to feel more challenging. This leads to a vicious cycle because these tasks become harder. We tend to avoid them, becoming even more sedentary, which further accelerates muscle loss. This isn't just about physical weakness. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it burns more calories even at rest than fat does. So, as you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down, making it easier to gain weight, especially around the middle, which is a known factor in many age-related health issues. Furthermore, neglecting strength training weakens your bones because muscles pulling on bones stimulates bone density. A lack of bone density increases your risk of fractures, which can be devastating in later life. But beyond the internal effects, a lack of muscle and too much sitting also changes how you physically look and carry yourself. Without strong core muscles, your posture can slump, making you appear shorter and older. Your gait might become less confident, more shuffling. Your arms and legs might lose their definition, looking less toned and more frail. And the energy drain is immense. When your muscles aren't strong enough to support your daily movements efficiently, every movement feels like more effort, leaving you feeling perpetually tired and less inclined to participate in activities that bring joy. This contributes to a general sense of feeling old and less capable, which in turn can impact your mental well-being and social engagement. So, how do we combat this quiet ager? The answer is regular movement, with a specific emphasis on strength training. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a fancy gym to start. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats using a chair for support, wall push-ups, calf raises, or even just marching in place can make a huge difference. Resistance bands are also fantastic for providing resistance without heavy equipment. Aim for at least 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week, focusing on major muscle groups. Start slowly, listen to your body, and gradually increase the intensity or repetitions as you get stronger. Even more simply, try to break up long periods of sitting. Stand up and stretch every 30 minutes. Go for short walks throughout the day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Every bit of movement adds up. Rebuilding and maintaining muscle is one of the most powerful things you can do to boost your metabolism, improve your balance and stability, protect your bones, enhance your posture, and infuse your life with renewed energy and confidence. It's about feeling strong, capable, and vibrant in your own body, no matter your age. Next, let's talk about something many of us enjoy, perhaps a little too much. That is quietly wreaking havoc on our internal and external youthfulness: excessive sugar consumption and a reliance on highly processed foods. This habit is a true stealth agent of aging, contributing to a host of issues that make us look and feel older than our years. When we consume too much added sugar, and it's hidden in so many places, from seemingly healthy yogurts to salad dressings and sauces, it triggers a process in our body called glycation. This is where sugar molecules bind to proteins and fats, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short. Yes, even the acronym sounds like trouble. These AGEs damage collagen and elastin, the very proteins that keep your skin firm, supple, and wrinkle-free. Imagine your skin's support structure becoming rigid and brittle, losing its elasticity. That's what excessive sugar does, leading to increased wrinkles, sagging skin, and a duller complexion. It literally accelerates skin aging from the inside out, making you look older. But the impact extends far beyond your skin. A diet high in sugar and processed foods is highly inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is a silent killer and a major driver of almost every age-related disease, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. This constant internal battle leaves your body feeling tired and achy, contributing to that general sense of feeling old before your time. Think about the energy crashes you might experience after a sugary snack. That roller coaster of blood sugar highs and lows leaves you feeling drained, irritable, and less productive over time. This constant fluctuation strains your pancreas and insulin sensitivity, paving the way for metabolic issues that profoundly impact your overall vitality. Moreover, processed foods are often stripped of essential nutrients, fiber, and healthy fats, which are crucial for maintaining cellular health, supporting your gut microbiome, and providing sustained energy. Instead, they're packed with unhealthy trans fats, artificial ingredients, and excessive sodium, all of which contribute to systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, two key processes that accelerate cellular aging. You might also notice digestive issues, bloating, and a general lack of internal harmony when your diet is dominated by these types of foods. Your body simply isn't getting the building blocks it needs to repair, rejuvenate, and thrive. So, what's the path forward? It's not about complete deprivation, but about mindful choices and gradual shifts. Start by becoming a label detective, checking for hidden sugars in unexpected places. Reduce your intake of sugary drinks like sodas and even many fruit juices, opting for water, herbal teas, or naturally flavored water instead. Limit processed snacks like cookies, pastries, and chips, and reach for whole, unprocessed foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, lean proteins, and whole grains. Swap sugary breakfast cereals for oatmeal with berries. Choose whole foods over things in a box or a bag. When you nourish your body with real, wholesome foods, you're not only reducing inflammation and protecting your skin's youthful glow, but you're also fueling your brain, boosting your energy levels, improving your digestion, and truly feeling more vibrant from the inside out. It's a profound shift that pays dividends in how you look, how you feel, and how much energy you have to embrace life. Now that we've explored the significant effects of our dietary choices on aging, we're ready to uncover our final habit, one that deeply impacts our mental well-being and, surprisingly, our physical appearance and vitality. Our fifth and final habit that quietly makes us look and feel older often operates subtly, beneath the surface, yet its impact is incredibly profound: chronic stress and a lack of meaningful social connection. In our modern world, stress has become almost a constant companion for many, and while a little stress can be motivating, prolonged or chronic stress is a silent accelerator of aging, affecting every system in our body. When you're under chronic stress, your body is constantly in a state of fight or flight. This means your adrenal glands are pumping out cortisol, often called the stress hormone. While helpful in short bursts, persistently high levels of cortisol wreak havoc over time. Physically, chronic stress manifests in ways that visibly age us. It can lead to increased inflammation, which, as we discussed, damages cells and accelerates skin aging, contributing to more wrinkles and a dull complexion. It can disrupt sleep, leading back to those tired eyes and lack of repair. Chronic stress can also affect hair health, leading to thinning or graying. It weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses, which can drain your vitality and make you feel perpetually run down. Internally, persistent cortisol levels can lead to weight gain, especially around the midsection, and can negatively impact blood sugar regulation, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, chronic stress literally impacts your brain, shrinking areas associated with memory and learning, making you feel mentally foggy and less sharp, contributing to that feeling of senior moments more often than you'd like. The constant internal tension can also show up as muscle stiffness, headaches, and a general feeling of being perpetually uptight and uncomfortable in your own skin. Hand in hand with chronic stress, a lack of meaningful social connection is another often underestimated factor in accelerated aging. Humans are inherently social beings. We thrive on connection, on sharing experiences, on feeling understood and supported. When we become isolated, whether by circumstance or choice, it can lead to loneliness, which studies have shown is as detrimental to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Loneliness increases the risk of heart disease, dementia, depression, and even premature death. It can lead to feelings of hopelessness, a lack of purpose, and a withdrawal from activities that once brought joy. This internal struggle often translates to an external appearance of sadness, fatigue, and disengagement, adding years to one's perceived age. When you're isolated, you might also neglect self-care, healthy eating, and physical activity, further compounding the issue. The vitality that comes from shared laughter, stimulating conversations, and mutual support simply isn't there, leaving a void that contributes to both looking and feeling older. So, how can we cultivate more connection and manage stress effectively? It's about consciously nurturing your well-being. For stress management, start by identifying your stressors. Then, incorporate daily stress-reducing practices. This could be anything from deep breathing exercises for a few minutes each day, mindful meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy and help you unwind. Whether it's gardening, painting, or listening to music, regular physical activity, even gentle walks, is also a powerful stress reducer. Consider practicing gratitude. Simply listing a few things you're thankful for each day can shift your perspective and reduce cortisol. Learning to say no to commitments that overwhelm you is also a vital act of self-care. For social connection, it's about being intentional. Reach out to friends and family, even if it's just a phone call or a video chat. Join clubs or groups that align with your interests, whether it's a book club, a walking group, a volunteering organization, or a dance class. Attend community events. Spend time with grandchildren or younger family members. Their energy can be incredibly uplifting. If mobility is an issue, explore online communities or virtual classes. The key is to find ways to engage meaningfully with others, to share, to laugh, and to feel a sense of belonging. Cultivating strong social bonds provides emotional support, reduces feelings of isolation, and keeps your mind active and engaged. It fills your life with purpose and joy, which are powerful antidotes to the aging process. Remember, every single habit we've discussed today, from ensuring you get truly restorative sleep, to staying properly hydrated, to building and maintaining your muscle strength, to nourishing your body with wholesome foods, and finally, to nurturing your mental well-being through stress management and strong social connections. These are not just isolated tips. They are interconnected pillars that support your overall vitality, your health, and your youthful glow. Small, consistent shifts in any one of these areas can ripple outwards, creating positive changes in all the others. You don't need to overhaul everything at once. Start with one area that resonates most with you. One small change you feel you can consistently implement. Perhaps it's just committing to an extra glass of water each day, or taking a 15-minute walk, or setting a consistent bedtime. Every little step is a victory. Your journey to looking and feeling younger isn't about chasing some unrealistic ideal. It's about reclaiming your inherent vitality, feeling comfortable and strong in your own skin, and having the energy and mental clarity to truly enjoy every precious moment. It's about making choices that honor your body and mind, that allow you to live life to the fullest, with gusto and joy, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. I truly hope this conversation has given you some valuable insights and, more importantly, a renewed sense of empowerment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these habits, or if there are any other small changes you've made that have made a big difference in how you feel. Please share your experiences and wisdom in the comments below. Your insights could be just what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up, as that really helps this message reach more people who could benefit from it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on future content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining me today. Keep nurturing yourself, keep exploring, and keep living your best life at every age.